Greetings, humans. I'm Andy. And I'm George. And welcome back to the Windmill full of corpses. So now we're getting back into video game music, but this time it's a little different. So people have been seeing that we're a bit confused when reacting to something that doesn't have riffs.
Mm-hmm.
So this apparently is supposed to be a metal version of a video game. So live. Yes, a live performance. So this is Serpent eating the horizon, Bravely Default, and apparently it's from the same composer who did the intro soundtrack to Attack on Titan, which is a very famous anime that I never looked at. Yeah, it's a very famous anime, and the only thing we know about it is that Epica did an EP of covers for it.
Yes.
So, which we never listened to. We don't know anime. Okay, but this is
those 4 words are probably gonna get me a lot of enemies.
Those are 3 words. We don't know anime. That's 4 words.
Fuck.
Okay,
Let's go.
Serpent eating the horizon, Bravely Default, live. This sounds like we should.
Okay, that's a lot of stuff going on. What I really like about this is that that part with the alteration between the wind instruments and the choir, sort of doing these build-ups,
Yeah.
like that, and then the same ta-da, with the wind instruments, and the guitars, the solos have a really Flight of the Bumblebee-ish sort of feel.
I mean, you can't not hear it.
Yeah.
Like, Flight of the Bumblebee was the first thing that came to my mind because it's got this really jolted, buzzing, vibrating, fast shred symphonic effect. So that's where you get that the most. All the musicians here are really proficient. I can tell. Drummer is really proficient. Guitarists are like off the charts mad. And, well, all the symphonic stuff and the choirs like are coming in really through. My biggest complaint at this point is probably that the metal elements are a bit too buried. And I'm not talking as in volume balance, like if you want to have the orchestra coming forward more, I get that, but it feels I don't know, the guitar feels a bit too muffled, like I can't hear it clearly.
I think this obviously was an orchestral song, so the fact that they actually added that and made it work, fit it in, I think is good enough.
Yeah, and it's also a live performance, so it's hard to always get the sound exactly right. I'm criticizing it as if it would be a studio thing. But I really like this, and it's really sucking me in, so...
Okay,
Man, that was sick.
that guitarist looks like Alexi Laiho, some dude from Black Veil Brides, and an anime character had an illegitimate child. Yes. So that's that. And everyone was soloing in the second half. But despite that, what's the very important thing to do when everyone's soloing is to give a shout out to the bassist. Did you hear how that guy was thumping in the background? Jazzy beats, complicated stuff, all the time. I didn't. Okay, let's take a moment. 5 seconds of silence. Bassist appreciation moment.
Respect to the bassist.
Respect to the bassist. You can do your thing.
I mean, I doubt I only have one thing at this point. There was so much going on. Visually, sonically, so many people on stage, so many instruments. I'm like,
what we didn't notice in the first half is just how many people were there.
Yeah, because we were, well, at least I was focused on like trying to get the metal sound through. But this was a lot more than just
No, I
metal.
meant the audience. It was like a big thing, like a whole stadium.
I'm not sure where this was, but yeah, that was a lot of people, like that was a whole stadium kind of thing. Okay, so guitar performance, we already mentioned. Orchestral sound is really cool. The violins, well, they're never fully at the front, but they're always a strong presence.
Yeah.
And they're giving this really jumpy, dynamic, upbeat pace, keeping all the time. And I think in the first half, it felt to me more like a fantasy / action score thing. But in the second one, it started feeling more like party music. Now, in the first part, we had the main focus on the guitars, and then, I don't know, I guess it was just alternating leads, and
you had those things with the choirs and the wind instruments. And then in the second half, you got the solo spree.
On the second half, everyone started popping in the forefront. So first we had the piano, and that was really cool. And then I think we had some alternations of like trumpet and accordion.
Yeah, and the flute, I think there was as well. And then we got another guitar solo.
Yeah, so a lot of virtuosity, a lot of talent going into this, and a lot of vibes as well, because it's not just cinematic and energetic and engaging. It also takes you to like seeing things, like,
are you high?
Video game imagery.
I'm not seeing things.
No, but you know what I mean, like when music gives you images, kind of in your mind. So that, well, I know it's video game music, and for one, it reminds me of like the more cheerful images and scenery in Super Mario Galaxy games. But this musically, I think, is a lot better than what we hear in Mario.
Really?
I mean, what you hear in Mario is a couple of layers, and this is like a
No, I'm pretty sure you have a full bound orchestra in Mario as well. You were just too busy playing the game, and you were 12. So,
fair point.
It's an orchestra. I remember watching the credits at the end of the game. It was a lot of people. So,
yeah. Also, visually there was a lot going on. Like, each of them's got a different look. Even the backing vocalists, when you see something like this, you expect the backing vocalists to all be like Xerox copies of each other, at least as far as outfits are concerned, but everyone looked different, and they all had like this really this really well practiced, almost choreography in some sense, like coordinating the movement with the sound, so that was really cool. This thing was pretty damn epic, man. I like this.
Okay.
So, yeah, let us know if you enjoyed this video, and if you enjoyed our reaction, we'd greatly appreciate the likes and shares, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe, with bells on.
Thank you very much for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'd love to see you back at the Windmill very soon.
Corpse is out.